Can you see the sparkle on that line?
Yes.
Yeah. It really,
Whereas your lines, we don't even see it almost.
right. It's a much more subtle.
So guest 370 asks, newbie question, does she use oil in her cutter? I've seen arguments for and against that.
For and against. I don't use oil in my cutter. It makes the glass greasy, and I've tried it both ways, and it doesn't seem to make any difference at all. So again, I think that's a personal preference thing. And I know it's supposed to prolong the life of your cutter, but again, I've been using the same cutter for 15 years, so
That's incredible.
if it's still happy, then I guess it doesn't care.
Whatever you paid for that, it was worth it.
It was worth it. It wasn't even a terribly expensive cutter, but it is definitely a good tool. I mean, you know, if you find a cutter you like, buy two. So this is my second one. My first one was green. It's got the original cutting head on it. So I ordered again, right? If you find a cutter you like, order two. And they sent me a pink one.
Oh.
And pink is not my favorite color.
Elizabeth asks, which side of the glass do you cut? The side that was up or down in the kiln?
The side that was up. And for no particular reason, just I guess, I don't know.
Does it matter?
No, not particularly. The only time it matters is if it's cobalt, because when you unroll cobalt bottles, the glass that's on the part of the bottle that's on the inside has a tendency to devitrify badly. That means get foggy. It turns like a foggy color. Actually, here's a good example. Do you remember we did this one with cobalt?
Uh-huh.
So see how it's got that frosty,
Here, let's see on the,
that frosty look on it?
I think you can see it on the, the frosty.
Yeah, it's sort of, and so that's devit. And cobalt in particular has a tendency to do that on the inside of the bottle. I don't know why. But so when I do cobalt, typically when I use cobalt, I try and always fuse it with the outside of the bottle on the outside of the project so that it stays shinier. Did we already do this one? No. Okay.
So now you're basically working the curves of the legs.
Yes. So now I'm just making. Did I do that? Except I may not have made enough legs. Oh, I see what I'm doing. He's a special dinosaur. He only has 3 legs. Okay, here we go. He's good. He's a good dinosaur. Ah, it's that one right there, and that one right there. Perfect. Okay, and then here's our 2 front legs. And
Okay.
see, I've cut the
So they all have
inside.
that extra length. That'll be what will attach.
That will be
to
like the shoulder, right? So
Uh-huh.
that will be the shoulder of the little dino guy. But this one looks like it's a little too big. Okay. Okay, so see, these are his front legs. These are his back legs. Okay, so now we need to make his spines, and the pattern that I'm using. This is my original hand-drawn pattern. This is how I draw patterns. I draw him just like I want him to look, and then I cut all the pieces out and figure out the wire spacing. So on my original drawing, he has a lot of spines, but you see on our actual glass piece, he has about half as many spines. I was ambitious in my spine estimating.
Yes. Yeah, he definitely has less.
Yeah, and he has plenty. I started to put it together and went, well, that's just a lot of spines.
He looks beautiful as you have him.
So, okay, so let's do, so for the spines, I thought I did. Okay, we have 3 different colors of blue. We have a very pale blue, we have a medium blue, and we have a little piece of cobalt. So maybe we'll do the 3 colors in
perfect.
blues. So he'll be It'll be very cute.
Sue asks, do you ever use the chemicals designed to cut down on DVIT before firing?
I don't. What I found is that most DVIT problems are caused by firing schedule issues, and I think it's beneficial to figure out your firing schedule issues rather than just use a Band-Aid for it, because that way you know where your actual problems are. Like, I know that cobalt is a problem. I know it's the glass. I know it's not my firing schedule. So I could then use it on the cobalt glass. To be honest, I forget that it's even possible because it's not something that I do.
And that is the
Frequently.
firing schedule. Once again, it is something that Jody covered extensively in the basic course.
Right. And we actually are adding an additional bonus class to the basic course where we walk through those firing schedules.